good idea to have something in mind instead of just bending the strings recklessly. You can do that for effect, but to be more musical, we want to think about the desired pitch. So in this example, I'm going to bend fret 6 on the B string here, which is an F note, and I'm going to bend it up to this G. So good idea to sound the note when you're first doing this, sound the note you're going to bend to. Get that in mind, or use a play along with a tonic as a G, which we'll do now with some string bending examples. And then bend. And you can hear, you know, it is a kind of tuning. If you're not doing it right, you might not bend enough. You can hear it's not making it all too much. There's the pitch and too much. You know, you can use that for effect, like I said, but you really want to get that so you can hear exactly where that pitch is. Now you want a reference pitch. A good idea is to use a double stop, because that G there is available there, and then rest finger 2 to support behind, and then you can find that note because you're pushing this one up to tune. You do that on the G there, and bend this C up to a D. And we can do the same by sounding the D there. Sounds a bit of Hendrix to do that sort of. It's a great way to sort of get used to that pitch. You need to just have it in your ear, and then. Okay, so you've got the sound in your ear of the note that you're bending to. The technique itself, you should just be pushing. You probably noticed there I'm not just pushing with one finger. I'm laying fingers 1 and 2 on behind finger 3. And finger 3 is the choice finger most of the time when we're bending strings. You know, if I've got a 3-note per string pattern, and we can end it up on a note, it doesn't really feel that great to do that. So if I play a run, I'll probably actually swap there to finger 3 on the end of the run. So, you know, I obviously use my pinky a lot when I'm playing. But I'm, you know, probably going to refinger and get the note that I want to land on finger 3, so I can, you know, get that nice supportive sort of feeling to the bend, and then I can have some nice vibrato, or, you know, make sure I'm hitting the pitch and got that control over it. So fingers 1 and 2 definitely supporting finger 3 for most of it, but, you know, I do bend sometimes. I will bend with finger 4, but for now don't do that. You probably haven't got much control if you're watching this over your pinky at the moment anyway. But, you know, even experienced players, that's the point I'm making, players that have been playing for a long time kind of avoid bending on the pinky. It's just got much more control with finger 3. Okay, so we're not pushing just with finger 3. If we're using finger 3 or any other, we're not just pushing with the finger like this. We are supporting, and we're also getting this pivot rotation from the thumb. This thumb position is really important. I want to highlight that. It's often referred to as the blues thumb position, because you can squeeze between that thumb anchorage and the fingers, and also, more significantly I think, is that wrist rotation. You get the forearm, the wrist rolling. A good way to highlight that is to hover above the note. So in this instance I'm hovering above that F on the B string at fret 6. I'm not going to actually touch the note or touch the string. I'm just going to hover finger 3 above it, as if I was going to do that, just to highlight this. You can do this with me, just so you can see, without moving the fingers at all. So no push, no finger motion, just hover above it and then rotate the wrist. So you're actually all wrist motion. See, that's coming, no finger movement at all. Just lock the fingers and then rotate the wrist, and you can see that I can get from the desired note then, squeeze, rotate, and you can get right above the fingerboard. A lot more than you actually need if you can do that. Okay, so really get that to move nicely. So make sure that thumb is wrapped around. You know, I'm highlighting the thumb because there are lots of different thumb positions. You know, this is a common thumb position with open chords, but as soon as you start playing bar chords and 3-note string patterns, you'll see that thumb disappeared into what we call the classical grip there. It's more common then to have you can do for full scales and runs like that. You see my thumb come round again. If I play some 3-note string, you see the thumb. And as soon as I grab as soon as I grab, as soon as I want some string bending in them, I start thinking bluesy, then I'm going to jump straight to that wraparound thumb position and get that set up for those nice bends.